It's the CalebDMTG
Bant Spirits. Yeah, I was talking about how good Katilda was. I mentioned it in the brief write-up on my Patreon, and then I tested it in Historic and Standard yesterday, and was really enjoying it. So I'm excited to play it in Modern now. Dust this old, dust off this old chestnut. What preview card of mine has seen the most play? Leyline of the Void. Whatever that Skyclave. I've had some really good ones. After that Skyclave, and then after that Ignoble Hierarch. Just murder me and steal my house, Equiviblius. You don't need a down payment. Just commit some tasty, tasty murder theft. Alright, Streammaker updated. Let's play some Modern. When did I preview Leyline of the Void? When it was getting reprinted. It was actually an awesome time to reprint, or to preview Leyline of the Void. Because it, like, it was at like $50 or something like that, and like desperately needed a reprint. And everyone was really excited about it. Hey, sup, Schmitzels? You came in at the wrong time? Maybe you came in at the perfect time. Hey, Boss did nothing wrong. These are the 41 months. Fuck yeah, Modern. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I hope you're well as well. I've not listened to Chelsea Wolf. Not familiar. Do I view blue-white spirits with Vile as a separate deck? I mean, it's related, right? It's obviously related. There's a lot of overlap. The thing that I like about Collected Company is that it helps you beat Flood, and it helps you grind. And Vile kind of does the opposite, right? Where it's like one more dead draw in the late game. Nice, denults. Actually, I haven't had a drink in weeks. I don't think. I think it's been a bit. Now's when I find out it's been like 2 days. Feels like it's been years. I hope this Katilda does something. I hope it's sweet. I hope I don't just get browned by a bunch of Modern Horizons 2 cards. Facing a Lurrus deck in the first round. Do I miss more the Dew or the rum? I did crack on Mountain Dew the other night. I had a couple. But it's still different than, like, the 3 or 4 day that I was that I was doing for a bit. Still better. So I think I'm just supposed to Skyclave Apparition this Sigarda's Aid before I get too carried away. Hey, ADG, thanks for the 23 months. I really want to be playing the Katilda here. But I think this is just necessary. Keep him from hammering me. Hell yeah, it is. Not everything has to be super deep. Mountain don't. Don't the do. Well, the quitting booze wasn't like a conscious thing. I wasn't like, oh, I need to quit the alcohol. It wasn't anything like that. You don't need to congrats me. I think I just go through streaks. I'll like have a drink every night for like a week straight. And then I'll get like buzzed or hammered and then like not drink for a bit. What's up, Commando's Echo? So I really want to play Katilda and Noble Hierarch, but I should probably be Cocoing. This ran out Shadow Spear and didn't equip. Oh, maybe they're sacking the Silent Clearing this turn. Congrats, DD Tulo. Yeah, I've definitely had time periods where I wasn't doing great. They can't have Batterskull with Luris. Don't feel silly for suggesting Batterskull. I've literally like tried to play around it before while I was streaming, and chat was like, "You realize they have a Luris, right?" Like, you have definitive proof that they do not have Batterskull in their hand. It is. That's when we try and find Spell Queller. We did not. This is terrible. This is so not good. Draw land here, I can play Selfless Spirit and Katilda. That could be good. Yeah, finding either Spell Queller or Skyclave Apparition there would have been quite strong. Is that just a win? It's pretty much just a win, right? I guess we're not dead. I think we could have actually like ground through a single hammer here, because the Katilda has life gain. I'm gonna do like a triple block or something and sack Selfless Spirit. Which is pretty hard though. Oh, Stoneforge Mystic. Why didn't the Stoneforge Mystic serve? Oh, they moved off the Memnite. The Memnite died. It's good. Alright, we're dead. Do I want Lavinia? I don't think so. Literally just counters like Memnites and shit and prevents me from explosive zing on 0. If I don't have a colorless mana. We're also bringing in all this stuff, right? Just like gobs of stuff. This is almost enough stuff that I actually want to cut the Cocos.
Oh shit, what up?
But should we not pay Hot Flames like the 29 months? Hitting Skydiver? That's a fun idea. I hate cutting Coco. I hate it. What if I cut Drogsoul Captain here? They're not really targeting my stuff. They don't have removal.
Oh shit, what up?
And this is still 27 hittable creatures for Coco. Yeah, let's leave 3 in. Collector Oath and Engineered Explosives, the combo. The fucking combo. Hell yeah, Brother Teresa. Hell to the yeah. Does Lavinia only hit non-creatures? Whenever an opponent casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast it, counter that spell. So that hits creatures and non-creatures, that second ability. Playing some spirits here, Headphone Cat. Playing some spirits. First time in a while. So we got some good cards against Hammer Time, but the mana just doesn't seem quite there, huh? Here the mana's here, but like the hand is trash. Do I go to 5? Do I go to fucking 5 cards? I feel like the opener might have been better than this hand. Because if we got the second land, it could actually like operate a little bit, pop the explosives or whatever. Fuck 5 cards though. That's not enough cards. Is Hammer Time a new archetype?
Shit, what up?
Fairly new. Modern Horizons 2. Hey, Jalen Gaming, thanks for 25 months. A deck that can come back from a deficit? Possibly. I mean, you can always top deck a Coco, right? Got a 3-mana 1/1. Just what I always wanted. If only Noble Hierarch was a spirit, right? It was a meme deck when Hammer was revealed. Yep. I played some of that deck. I thought it was like underrated and surprisingly good, but it wasn't like it wasn't a meta deck, I don't think, until Modern Horizons came out. Urza Saga added a lot to it. And the deck got like streamlined and stuff. I'm just gonna cast the Coco now. It's bad into Spell Queller, but growing the Katilda is really nice. Actually, I changed my mind. I'm just gonna attack and pass. I am red 7, yeah. It's the current plan. Got my hotel booked. Team's all signed up.
Oh shit, what up?
Actually, getting to Chicago is a little iffy, but I'll make it work. Hey, Tackler, thanks for the 33 months there. Seems unlikely K-Marchi. Who knows? Wow, this is awful. So we boarded down to 2 Katilda. So what we have here is a Supreme Phantom and a Glasspool Mimic cloning my Noble Hierarch. This is not a good Coco. Again, again, hitting a Skyclave Apparition or a Spell Queller here would have been excellent. The Coco has not been kind to me today. It was like weirdly better to me in Historic. If the minute copies Katilda, it'll just die because of the Legend rule. Oh, maybe I want that. Maybe I want Katilda to die. And then if I draw a land, I can bring the one from the graveyard back. Oh yeah, Samudanoka? That could be real hot. It is not this weekend, though. It's like at the end of the month.
Shit, what up?
Oh shit, what up? Hey Rob Bot, thanks for the 22 months. have a path for me? Alright, this game's super over. So Katilda didn't do anything that match, but like a random ass like Rattle Chains or Selfless Spirit also would not have done anything. It was kind of a matter of like just not having the cards that mattered against Hammer Time. We do have a lot in the sideboard, we just, you know, mold on the plate and get there as it happens. We were fortunate to draw the Coco, and then we were unfortunate to resolve the Coco. Is it Thanksgiving weekend? I think Thanksgiving's on, like, Thursday. Or I think it's on, the 25th, right? I think the tournament's, like, the weekend of the 29th and stuff. I don't know, maybe that's the same weekend. Anyway, we can talk later. We can, like, actually look up dates and stuff. I guess this has been the breeding pool. This is not a matchup I want to shock myself in. And the Cavern's painless, and the Mystique can get a basic forest. I'm not going to Las Vegas. Awkward matchup to lose the die roll on. Just trying to trade with the Eidolon here. We'll see how successful we are. We can give their Eidolon hexproof. We have the technology. I'm also hyped to play some Tournament Magic, yeah. Looking pretty not alive over here. With my 4 life. Yeah. That's about right. On the draw, no 1-drop. Did a strong opener. I could see cutting Prismatic Ending just because it's slow at sorcery speed. We're on the play too. I think these other cards are better because they can actually like haste creatures. Solitude answers Eidolon and doesn't dome me. Should probably have 3 of those and no path. I think I'm gonna cut the Skyclaves. They're kind of slow in terms of answers to like Goblin Guide and such. I think I like the Force Negations. How's Spirits been? Well, I've only lost so far, but we also just started. It's possible. It's possible. There's a reason this deck hasn't done anything for a while, but I wanted to give it a spin with Katilda. See if that's cards good in Modern. It was pretty irrelevant against Hammer Time. We have outs to Vortex. All my stuff that hits creatures also hits Vortex. Plus we're on the play. Or I assume you're talking about Eidolon, right? You're also on the play, so like, Eidolon is more likely to be a detriment when we're on the play. How long do I intend to do this for? I usually stream till like 2 in the morning. Are you talking about like lifetime? Are you asking me like when I plan on retiring? Well, about when most people usually do. Yeah, that's fine. Is that fine? That's pretty fine, I think.
Oh shit.
You're gonna exile my land, I think. I assume. Assumed incorrectly.
Oh shit, what up?
Oh shit, what up, Hey Fancy Food? Thanks for the 40 months. And Schmitzels, thanks for gifting a sub to Pnomoth. Congrats, Pnomoth. There's a chance Spellqueller could eat this cemetery card. I kind of want to get them to commit mana to something though. Well, shit. Sure would like to attack them for 6. Now we're attacking for a lot less than 6, though. Awkward. I almost shocked myself and let on Moz Wandering, but I thought I wanted a blue card to pitch to force negation. What we need here, as always, is Collected Company. suppose. Did I do something high level with spirits in Modern? Yeah, I put it on the map. I won a SCG Open with it. And then I got the second in the second in a team open, piloting the deck as well. To game 3 we go. Yeah, the open I won with Spirits was during my 365, so it was a while ago. I think it was 2016. But I wasn't going to play in it. It was happening in Milwaukee. And I've been testing the deck online a lot. The deck got designed because a friend of mine had posted a very different looking deck on Facebook. That was like doing stuff with the new Spirits and Lingering Souls. Hey, Piano Moth, thanks for gifting a sub to Captain Caboose 555. Hell yeah. Anyway, I kind of like got my my brain rumbling, and I did a stream where I tested like 4 or 5 different builds of Spirits and like different configurations and color combinations and stuff. And the one that I liked the most, even though I only played a few matches with it, was the Coco version. That's why I came back to that one and I worked on it and tweaked it and stuff. I remember the literal stream before I played in the tournament. There were people in the chat that were like, "This deck sucks. What are you doing? You should be playing like Esper with Lingering Souls or something." Hey, Mini Corey, thanks for the 32 months. Meddling Kids, thanks for the 4 months there. Anyway, I caught a friend convinced me to go play in Milwaukee, and I caught a last minute ride over there. And I was still doing the 365, so I was still streaming. On both days of the tournament. I just did it like after the tournament was over. I was staying at a friend's house, using their internet connection and such. And it gets a lot better on the draw, where they play their 1-drop, and then you play your removal spell. We can cut Mimic. And I was also sick. Day one of the event, I was just like shaking and like shivering and sweating, and I like had a hoodie the whole time because I was like cold, but I was also sweating. But I ended up taking it down. I got very lucky. I got very lucky to win that tournament, but you top 8 enough tournaments, you're gonna get lucky at least some of the time, right? And that was the event that kind of put the deck on the map. The old Mapperoo scheme. Exhausted? Yeah, a bit, but like, if you put in the reps with the deck, if you like really put in the time, then you'll be keeping good hands and making the appropriate plays in a lot of normal situations. A side interview about the deck? Not that I recall. There was a winner's interview. I actually beat an ad nauseum master in the finals of that event, and then the next SCG Milwaukee, we had a rematch. We had a rematch in the Swiss. Known as Da Sneaky Pete on Magic Online. It used to be, if you faced a Adnaz player on Magic Online, there was like a decent chance that it was him. It was July to July, James. I did draft the new set. I put that that whole VOD up on YouTube. Come on, land. Let's go. Path's okay. Probably not playing it for a bit here. I think it's a hot card, the Last God. I don't know if the archetype is good enough right now, is the issue with it. But Katilda herself is certainly hot. Oh, let's let that resolve, huh? Like, we could sack the Moss Wanderer to counter that path, but we kind of need the land for this Coco. I think we're really happy about that. Yeah, I think Katilda is good. I don't know if it's going to be as good in Modern as it was for me yesterday in Historic, where it was, like, really, really good. And I also, am less sure that the deck can be competitive, you know? Because I haven't done anything in a while. So a few question marks for me. I'm looking to turn into other points of punctuation. Let's go ahead and path them. And then we can play our land here. Actually, if there's a land on top, then I want this guide trigger to resolve first, because then I'll have more looks for Coco. Well, hello, Katilda. So this is fucking awesome. The old mid-combat lifelinker with 2 sources of protection for it. Yay! We won a match! More importantly, Katilda showed up and was awesome. Yeah, I was gonna have Core Firewalker in the sideboard, and then I was like, wait a minute. Maybe I don't need that. I'm playing this here Katilda card here. Why use Hierarch to sack the bog? Well, there's no universe where it's like chumping with the Hierarch. And the Hierarch is a way that they can interact with my mana. So if there's a chance that you're going to block with the Noble Hierarch, if there's a chance you're going to chump, then tapping it is bad. But if there's no chance, then I think it's better to use it. Similarly, in like Legacy, I like leaving up basics. Like say you have like a counter spell, and you've got 2 islands and 2 duels, and you're gonna play like a 2-mana card. I think it's better to use the dual lands and pass with the basics up, so if the opponent has Wasteland, they can't interact with your ability to play the counter spell. This hand really needs a white source, but it's got like a pretty decent spirit curve besides that. Might be one of those rare sorcery speed rattle chains here. Get sneaking extra damage in. Yeah, deal. Just because you can sack a Mausoleum Wanderer doesn't mean that you should. Yeah, it's an idea, Darkling Scribe. I like a lot of them too, right? Like Rest in Peace and Stony Silence. Those are good cards. You can't hit them with Coco, but they're good cards. More rattle chains. Let's go, third land. Let's go. Looks like the opponent's on Death Shadow. On Thin Ice is not a castable card in this deck. If you switch over to snow-covered lands, there'd be 3. You have a lot of hands that are just like dual lands and such. What does Modern look like? The best decks are like Rhinos, Hammer Time, Blue-White Control, and Blue-Red Tempo. Oh, the 4-color Yorion deck? Yeah, that deck's good too. What is Dress Down doing here? It's just cycling, right? Yeah, I don't care about that. Our shitter beats getting it done. Drogskell Captain still would have put them to 1, so I don't think it matters too much 7 deadly, but you're not wrong. Nice. Third land lets me have Moz Wanderer and Spell Queller to interact with Disruption, as well as bump these Moz Wanderers. Just dead. Does Lord Deck not apply? Does it not no longer become a spirit? Oh, the Lord effect would lose its thing. Oh, you're right, you're right. Silly meme. This is mostly what I want. Then we can cut the Glass Pullman, make on the draw. Seems like a 1 or 2 of Katilda matchup. Do I want Prismatic Ending? I think it's probably better than Path. Voidmere has no interaction with Death Shadow. Nice Remo. I thought about that. Kind of like the Legacy Jeskai decks. Humility effects are complicated. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. That's my excuse. I might actually shave a Drogskull Captain, which sounds like sacrilege here, because they have so much targeted stuff. But the way that Death Shadow wins is they kind of like pick apart your whole board. It can actually be difficult to stick 2 Drogskull Captains. It can be tricky. Gotta get something. Well, the reason to play Void is it comes down a turn sooner than Teferi, which is pretty relevant against Rhinos. And then it also has like incidental hate against Tron, which I like. The Void Mirror. And it's kind of good against elementals. What up, Beige Labrador? I think I want Temple Garden here. The back half of Katilda does cost 5. We did play it earlier this stream. We're a Noble Hierarch deck, right? Playing Cocos and What-Whats. That's a good time to decide if we're gonna pitch cast this Solitude to hit a Dragon's Rage Channeler. I kind of don't like this Solitude here at all. I'm gonna chill on it. Like, I wish it was another Prismatic or something. Solitude's supposedly really good against Death Shadow. But if they don't have any, right? Yeah, Death Shadow might just not be showing up. I'm actually waiting for them to... I was actually waiting for them to make the DRC a 3-3 before Solituding so that they gain more life. If they have a Death Shadow in hand, it'll be stuck in hand longer. And this is the sort of spot that just greatly favors Death Shadow, right? They've got a threat, they've got one more land than me, they've got 2 cards in hand to my 1 card, they've got a Lurrus in exile. I have none of those things. Yeah, so I like making my Death Shadow opponent gain life. I hate the idea of pitch casting a card against Death Shadow. I think I'm bringing Mimic back in on the play. That extra land. What about Cut of Solitude? That's crazy talk, right? EE is not too slow against Death Shadow, but it hits R1s too. So it's a little tricky. I've boarded it in against Death Shadow before. Right now we're bringing in Sanctifier in Vex. And I wanted to keep the Prismatic endings in, so there's just not space for it. More endings in the main. The most endings you would want is 3. At a certain point, it becomes too much air. Like, you really want to be creature dense. You really want to have, like, a lot of spirits. Because they all work well together, right? They're all, like, protecting each other, or giving each other abilities, or pumping each other, or whatnot. So every non-spirit you have, especially ones that could potentially be dead, like against a control opponent, every non-spirit you have is a potential liability. It's another whiff off Coco. You get the idea. I hope we get to Coco this game. Could shock myself here and hold up Spell Queller. I think this is slightly better. This is indeed game 3, yeah. You can get a Plains here for a double cards. What if I didn't attack?
Oh shit, what up?
Hey, Nino Mello, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 55 months. You guessed you're oblivious? I think it's pretty easy to miss. Down there in the bottom right corner. So you can, like, Cycle Street Wraith or something. Bold Self. I guess I don't block. Oddly tempting to put the Mausoleum Wanderer in front of it. So here's where we get Drogsoul Captain, because that's just going to counter this. And then we can get Skyclave Apparition and Exile their Death Shadow. And that is a good Coco. So don't need to get the Spell Queller there. The Drogsoul Captain's already doing it for free. Now the Mausoleum Wanderer is buffed. So like, even if they had like an Anger the Gods here or something, they wouldn't be able to resolve it. Should I make them pay 2? Should I sack the Mausoleum Wanderer? I kind of want to. The heartbeat is part of the song. The card shuffling is not. That's me. Oof. I think it is Coco here. Make sure it resolves. Ooh. This one's less good. Less good than the last one. I did know Kataki's a spirit. It was one of my sideboard. I figured it would be good against Hammer Time. We didn't draw it though. The G-Force game ready driver. Yeah, very important. Would I try Sky Noodle in this deck? No, no way. I was saying earlier, there's like not enough 1-drops. There's not enough good 1-drops for spirits, and so if you went 80 cards, you'd be exacerbating that. I guess you could play Vials, 4 Noble Hierarch, 4 Vial. And then having access to Yorion could help offset the
Oh shit, what up?
the dead top decks from the Vials. This is starting to sound okay. I'm not going to Vegas now. Hey, specific protagonists. 89, thanks to 4 months. Yeah, I don't know why it wants me to update my G-Force drivers. Gotta play those. Games from the Stone Age that I enjoy. The hottest, freshest drivers from Magic Online.
Oh shit, what up?
Oh shit, what up? Hey, Lord Sorrow, thanks for 35 months. I've actually been playing Pathfinder Wrath lately, which is sort of newer. When did that one come out? 2016 or something? Yeah, Katilda, not good against Dress Down. Not great versus Dress Down is what we're learning here. There are not relevant vampires in Modern, no. Do I have any good Heroes Quest stories from Pathfinder? I don't think so. I got a little irritated with the game. One of my main characters, there's like a battle where you like lose a lot of your characters and you have to like, you know, like play portions of the game with like a cobbled together party. It's a pretty sweet battle. It's like a really sweet scene. But the area that the battle is in, like, I got like a little lost for part of it, so I spent like a lot of time running back and forth over this like dead area that I'd already been through, and so that made me a little irritated. And then one of the characters, they like tell you runs off, but you don't actually know if you're gonna see them again or if they're gonna become a part of your party, and if they've been like one of your core like members, it's like, oh, so like I just don't have that person for all these like climactic battles and dungeon crawls and stuff. And I kind of liked the character, so I was irritated. Irrited's the word. And then you just like randomly run into them later. Like, I thought I might even have to, like, search for them. Like, go back into the area where they got lost or whatever and, like, look around and, like, waste even more time. I'm glad I didn't do that. But I thought about it. I'm gonna keep this hand. I'm gonna draw a land or two. That's gonna play out well. So I had extremely mixed feelings about that section of the game. And then after that part of the game, after you clear the first stage, it turns into like Split. It's now a split game. It's like half, it's half turn-based strategy game, and then the other half is like real-time party combat. Which, if I'd like paid attention to the game's release or like looked into it, it wouldn't have surprised me as much. I was like, oh, that's what we're doing now. I'm not bothered by it. Like, I like strategy games too, but I was a little blindsided. Brutal smallpox there. I'm sure the opponent was like dancing with joy when they inquisitioned me and saw one land mana dork dot hand over here. Yeah, very similar to the Heroes games. The strategy portion. I've been playing that portion of the game very cautiously. Saving before like literally every battle. It was one of the Kickstarter goals. Wait, the Kickstarter goals was to mash it with a strategy game? Am I understanding you right? Which game? We're talking about Pathfinder Wrath. Like, that doesn't surprise me, but I do think it's a little amusing. And if we get this much funding, we'll mash it with another game that you probably might like. I don't know.
Oh shit, what up?
Oh shit, what up? He's a Jad. Thanks the sub, thanks the 31 months. I believe the opponent is no longer jumping with joy about their smallpox. Trying the Coco is a good reason to play out Noble here instead of a Supreme Phantom. You've liked it so far? Pathfinder? I've also enjoyed it. Been having a good time. Yeah, I almost scooped to the smallpox. I'm glad I didn't. But I thought about it. I did think about it.
Oh shit, what up?
Hey, you dude, thanks for the 65 months. Yeah, I think they realize what's up if I'm fetching lane number 4 there. I don't know if I should be leaving endings in. All we know about their deck so far is that they've got, like, discard and smallpox. Something like this. Is Pathfinder something you can play with friends? No. If you're looking for that, Divinity's really good for that. If you want to play the Pathfinder tabletop, I mean, it's just D&D, right? You can certainly play that with friends. But the computer RPG is single player. I don't think there's a multiplayer element. Which I prefer, because then people don't ask me to play. I love it when people ask me to play, like, in-person role-playing games. You know, those are obviously not something you can do by yourself. I love it when people ask me to play online team games, like MOBAs and stuff. Or Overwatch or something. But if I'm playing a computer-based a computer RPG, I really just want to sit alone in the dark and, like, manage my shit and have full control of everything, and just be like an anal retentive control freak and have it play out like exactly how I want. And I think that's just because that's how I'm used to playing those games, right? I think if I got into them later in my life, I think I would feel very differently. Fetching there because I probably want to play out this Sanctifier Invec, which means Cavern of Souls on Spirits. Less good. What Mythic Path am I playing? Trickster. And I'm currently in the process of setting up a fake king, and I don't know what the end goal is. I was just like hanging out in my courtyard, and this drunk guy comes in, and he's like, "I'm the one true king," and he's extremely drunk. And then you can like verify his claims by going to this like obscure location that nobody's supposed to get to, and either like out him, or you can be like, "Look, you're right. You do have proof. You are the one true king." So I'm just like following that, just doing that as far as it takes me. Should be fun. See what results from it. Wrath, Ceres. I'm playing Wrath right now. I saw that it had slightly better reviews than Kingmaker, at least on Steam. It was like overwhelmingly positive, and Kingmaker was more mixed. Mono Green Stompy and Modern? I don't know anything about that deck. I think I'm supposed to try and block here. If they have a land drop, it's free for them to attack, so there's no reason for them not to serve, even though they know that they have the Spell Queller. Endurance and Force of Vigor are cards that would be great if I had more green cards in this deck. There are 8 green cards in the main deck, and I do not want to pitch any of them, Tommy. We'll leave Spell Queller back to block here. I have lethal next turn if I attack, but I have lethal next turn anyway, just bringing back the Katilda, right? Because it adds another, like, 4 power. Oh, you're talking about Mono Green Stompy, you're not talking about Spirits. Gotcha. My bad. One Blow Gas Serve is interesting. I'm gonna get destroyed here somehow. Some -X card. Oh, they're clinging. Oh, they just wanted another card in the graveyard so they could cling? Sure. But they couldn't hit Katilda because then they don't get to draw a card. And so far, Bant Spirits has been fine. Katilda has not been as, like, nutter butters as it was in Historic. When I was playing Bant Spirits in Historic, Katilda felt like kind of like the reason to be playing the deck. And here in Modern, like, the old Spirit stuff has been doing, like, reasonably well. But Katilda, like, died to Dress Down that one time. It's been even, right? Like, it like, got eaten by Dress Down one game, and then it kind of won me that game against Mono Red. So it's been good, but not, like, a huge draw to play it. Like I was hoping it might have been. Another Godless Shrine opponent.
Oh shit, what up?
I wonder if this is Esper Spirits, or Esper Reanimator rather. Hey, Mad Rhetoric, thanks for the 23 months. 2 might be good, 2 Katilda. Yeah, like 1 or 2 maybe. A higher spirit concentration. Something that I was doing in the standard version of the deck was playing the 2/2 that when you played your second spell for the turn, you got a 1/1 spirit. So the 2-mana 2/2 itself is a spirit, and then it spits out spirit flyers. So it's like pretty good for flooding the board. I don't know how often this version of the deck is like playing 2 spells in a turn though. Consider makes me think this is Esper reanimating. The 4/4 Azori is disturbed. It was like decent for me in Historic. I don't think it's quite good enough for Modern. I think it's a little slow. We could sack Selfless Spirit to brick their bounce. Prevent them from drawing a card. I kind of like that, given that I have extra, you know. Turns into Skyclave this to Fairy. How's the night treating me? Pretty well, pretty decent. We were not playing Spirit of the Labyrinth. One of the big strengths of Spirits has been like that most of your stuff has flying. We're playing Skyclave just because it's so good. I don't know if Spirit of the Labyrinth is like so good though. I don't know if it fits that. I mean, I still can, right, Matum? The reason to Skyclave last turn is then I would have Spellquiller up this turn, or this upcoming turn. The reason to play Katilda and then Skyclave on the next turn is that I'm attacking with Katilda and starting to grow it. How much for coaching? More than you got, nerd. No, I don't really do coaching. Fair enough. Solitude's real obnoxious. How much for heckling? Oh, that's just part of the show. All the life they lost to their mana base and like thought seizing me and stuff. It's all undone. Okay, I still haven't found anything worth reanimating. The fact that a lot of people are using Solitude and Prismatic Ending as removal is also a knock against Katilda, right? It just means that you won't have the disturb value as often as you would in other formats. Kind of a big deal, right? Blech. As the French say, le vent. What are humans like? I don't think humans are great right now. Of course, I didn't think that spirits would be great either. They've been kind of fine. I think the issue with humans is that people play the card Fury. The card Fury matches up really well against humans. What about MTG? I'm a fan. Not doing well as a species, those humans. No, no. Has not been their bright point overall, Opponent's playing Hullbreaker Horde. That's kind of gas. Kind of like that. Yeah, I'm good. I cut my sideboard rest in pieces before this league. I don't know if Sanctifier and Vex gonna do it for me. Like, we didn't even see Archon in their sideboard in their graveyard. Do I play it anyway? Oh, damn! We got that Doomwake raid. Oh, yeah. Welcome, Raiders. If anyone that's watching me is not familiar with Doomwake, he is one of my favorite modern streamers, modern-based streamers. That's the format I'm playing right now. For folks that are just tuning in, I'm playing some Bant Spirits. Hadn't played it in over a year, and not played it in a while. But I kind of wanted to give this new Katilda card a spin, see if it does anything. So far, the results have been mixed. There's a lot of exile removal spells, so the flashback on Katilda doesn't happen very often. And then Dress Down did kill it for free earlier, which was not great. But we also got to spit one into play mid-combat with a Coco against Mono Red, and that was pretty juicy. I think Prismatic Ending probably wants to come out. Right now we're down a game against Reanimator. I cut my Graveyard Hate before this league. I was thinking that Sanctifier Invec hitting Archon would be good against Reanimator, but I'm not actually sure that this opponent is playing Archon. They only showed me a blue creature to reanimate, and they probably have the Sarahs as well. Let me just play the Sanctifiers anyway, just in case. Could play a Path too. Yeah, it's alright. You played the new Chandra and it felt nice. Sweet. What kind of shell were you playing the new Chandra in? Prowess and midrange. Gotcha. Interesting. I would not have expected that card to be modern playable. My chat was against me even like trying it in limited. It was pretty alright. Fucking chat. Worse than limited? Worse than limited in general, maybe. It was pretty good in the deck I was playing in. It was like 70% plus red cards. And then we had like multiple 6-drops that we were ramping to. I thought it was good anyway. Might just get a Plains. Remember when you're in the good old days where your Esper control opponents would have to path you a bunch and you just like have all your lands? And so you would never fetch basics? Those were the good old days. I think we just hold up Queller here, and it's like real obvious what we're doing, but I think it's still the right play. There's a chance they want to jam to Fairy. Let me Queller on tap, play Drog Soul Captain. Do I Queller here anyway now? I think we do, even though they didn't do anything. The benefit being that if we hit a green source, we can play the Coco. Came on the end of this album.
We all rebel.
Do I remember when Esper was worth playing in Modern? We're literally losing to an Esper deck. That's what you were watching right now, in front of you. You don't like the new basic lands? I like them fine. They got the plain symbol there in the bottom. I like them a little bit less on Arena, because you don't have that symbol. Depending on how my opponent stacked their lands in paper, it might bother me or might not. You ever hear a particular complaint, say within like a specific community, and you're like, yeah, that's a valid complaint, and then you hear it like a billion more times, completely unchanged, and you start feeling like it's less and less valid just because you're sick of hearing it? I don't know why I'm bringing that up right now. Probably no reason. Might as well resolve this here card here. Have I thought about going to Vegas? I did. I put a lot of thought into it. I've only been to Vegas for one GP. The reason I'm not going to GP Vegas this year is because I already went to Vegas. I went to Vegas for Cycle Las Vegas, and I like Vegas. I like Vegas more than most, or maybe about the same amount as most, actually. But I don't think I like it multiple times in a year. I don't know if my pocketbook would like it that much either. Trying to clear the Teferi here so that Spell Queller can do its sweet, sweet thing. That's gonna hit the Drogsoul Captain, because the only legal targets of the Drogsoul are the Noble. But my creatures still have flying. We're still answering the Teferi. Interesting, man. Bet your house on roulette. And that way you don't have to pay off your mortgage one way or the other. Interesting strat.
Oh shit.
Hey, Rusty Venture, thanks for the 23 months. That is exactly the sort of shit I would like to put under a Spell Queller, if and I'm allowed. It's important to stack the triggers like this, with the Mausoleum Wanderer resolving first. Because if they kill the Spell Queller now, like say they had like a 2-mana removal spell or something, if they kill the Spell Queller now, then the way the triggers would resolve from Spell Queller, the Faithful Mending would be exiled permanently. So they need to kill the Spell Queller after the Spell Queller ability has resolved. And we stack the triggers like I did there. It's a little bit harder for them to do that, thanks to the Moz Wanderer. Fucking Teferi. Why can't Moz Wanderer answer Teferi? That's what I want to know.
Oh shit, what up?
Hey, the word is Branch. Thanks for the 38 months. Oh shit, what up?
Oh shit, what up?
What late 2019 next can be ported to current meta? I don't know. I don't know, friend. Should I save Katilda to trade with the Solitude? I kind of like that. Kendalizer, thanks for the 23 months. Thanks for the honk honk.
Oh shit, what up?
2019 Modern or Legacy? Modern. Blue-white control is, like, I guess not that similar because of Solitude. Amulet's not that similar because there's a Saga. Sagas aren't that expensive though. I think Burn is probably your best bet. Hey, Bojack Inbound, thanks for the 7 months. Happy birthday to you too. Should I just play the damn Spell Queller? I think I should. Hey, congrats, Lawinator. Hope that works out well for you. Really sick of this Solitude card. The lifelink on it has bought my opponent pretty much infinite time this game. Last game too. It's kind of felt like their deck would be better if they were just blue-white control, right? At least better against me. Not that they've been doing poorly. Heck of a card, that Solitude. Yeah, control decks used to be the decks that you would munch down, though. Luinol MTG. It used to be the deck that Bant Spirits would just, like, destroy. Because if you're spending 5 mana to play, like, a Teferi or something, you can just, like, instant speed play out some threats and just, like, kill them as a punishment. Or, like, attack down the Planeswalker or what have you. And then if your opponent's trying to play 4 mana sweepers, like, this deck's insane against that, right? Because we have Selfless Spirit, and Spell Queller doesn't care if the sweepers are uncounterable, and then Moz Wanderer helps you and counter battles and that sort of thing. So usually, historically, I should say, Bant Spirits has been really good at grinding against control decks. But, Solitude's a little bit different. Solitude is a different thing.